So you've worked for a number of big companies and startups, and what do you think people should consider when deciding what to do? And do you think things like personality tests help?
Yeah. Yes, well, yes, they do. Right. So I'm a fan of. So let's look at the language. They are personality questionnaires,
Okay.
not tests.
Okay.
Right. So when you look at psychometrics, there's two fundamental sorts. There's a test. So it's a maths based or a spatial reasoning based or a verbally based thing, and it's out of 50. And if you get 50 out of 50, you've got 100, right?
Yeah.
So that's a test, and there'll be a universe of data that you can measure people against. So there's a pecking order. There's a right or wrong.
Yeah.
With personality, they are preference inventories.
Okay.
There's one or two that aren't, but most of them are you writing down how you prefer to be in most situations. So they're a preference report, not a skills test.
Okay.
Right. So I can come back as extrovert and creative, but that doesn't mean I'm creative. It doesn't. It means I like being creative. It doesn't mean I am. Right. So for graduates that have to go through these things, there's only one way to do it, and it's just to do it.
And just be honest.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. Do them quickly, and do them honestly. Is my advice.
And what about when you do get onto the test side of things?
Yeah.
They seem very difficult and very fast.
Yeah.
Very just intimidating. Why do they do them? I mean, I know obviously they're testing us.
Well, they do it because it differentiates, right? So here's the thing. Heretical though it is, I have never seen a study that says good test scores lead to good job performance, ever.
Okay.
So my position would be, I don't know why big corporates use them, right? Because you could score 90 out of 100 and I scored 10 out of 100, and that doesn't lead to better job performance.
Yeah.
Not that I've seen anyway. What it does suggest is you're brighter than I am,
Okay.
right? Because it tests IQ. Or a version of IQ. Now that might be the sole reason you get the job and I don't. And if that's the case, then fine, right?
Yeah.
How do I turn my 10 into 50? Two ways. One is practice, rigorous, repeatable practice. Because if you do these things, you're much better the 10th time than the first time. Yeah. You really are. Do it again, and again, because you just get into a rhythm of it. I read a really interesting paper the other day that said confidence is pattern recognition, right? So the pattern is things like you go into a room, you've never seen the room, you're really scared, you don't know if you're going to be on your own or with another 10 people, and you find out you're with another 20 people. The person comes in to brief it in, and you instinctively don't like them. You know, you wish you had a drink and there wasn't one. You know, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You just haven't seen that pattern. So don't let the first time you need to be really good at it be the time that you do it. Make it the 50th time that you've done it, even if you do it in your own bedroom. So that's the first thought. The second thought, normally, not always true, but normally, is speed.
Yeah.
Just crack through it. Just crack through it, and don't freak out when you don't finish it, because you rarely finish it.
Okay.
There's two schools of thought. You're slow and accurate, and you make sure you get each one. That is a one way of doing it. What my experience is, you've got to do a bit of that, but you've got to find a way just to crack on, which just means, you know, don't agonise over question 17. Leave it out, or just guess it and move on. So because you can get paralysed.
You can still pass.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. They're scored on what's called STENs. STEN is 1 to 10. So it's not whether you get 30 out of 50. It's where 30 out of 50 puts you in the STEN score.
Relative to everybody else.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Because 30 out of 50 could be genius level.
Yeah.
Because everyone else gets 20. Or 30 out of 50 could be, you know, not very good because everyone gets 45. So that's why I say don't freak out if you don't finish them.
Okay, no, that's good. That's really good.
That practice.
Yeah.
Practice them.
It's very key, yeah. you.